Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Yokai Temple, and thank the lords it is finally finished. I have managed to get every single component I'm pretty sure I need to make this final god tier equipment. So, look in here, and we see a whole ton of stuff. So for each one of these pieces, in order to get this dang onesie off, ugh, quite tired of wearing that, and we'll see the pack. So, you need the Ichor cloth version, you need a couple of Ichor, a diamond, a relevant piece of golden armor. Pretty sure Amaya was shot by a skeleton? What's a skeleton doing over here? Hello? Monsieur Skeleton? Hang on, how is there a... There's a skeleton in armor over here, okay. See to him. Where is he? Go away, please. I don't even know how you managed to get in here. Ugh. Frightfully unpleasant. Also, I very much wish this place was... I need to find a way to deactivate this place if necessary. Jeez. Nope, I have no torches. I'm trying to get the blackout screen. Oh well, I guess I'll have to fix that up later. Eeh. It's fine. I should be fine. They'll just get resurrected by Usagi. So that's why you always have two priests, everybody. That's why you always have two priests. Oop. And that is also why I actually have the gates, so that they don't go wandering into like dead fire. Anyways, before I get rapidly distracted. So, yes, you will notice that there are a couple different, repeating patterns over here. So, piece of golden armor, a Phenomenomicon, and a one focus of the primal, which is fairly straightforward, just a primal charm, some nether quartz, a diamond, and 25 of the different primal aspects. And then you need 6 different items. So let's see, one goggles revealing, potion light vision for 3 minutes, I have ender, cake, raw fish, and a ghast tier. It is probably among the cheapest ones, and that's for the helm. Uprising, distortion, thermostatic harness, arrow, feather, ghast tier might be among the most expensive for the robes. So one focus uprising is infusion, using nether quartz, an ender pearl, and an air shard. In favor and a bit of little aspects, not really that much. And that basically is, as the little thing there says, flight. Like, you don't really use it for very much. Distortion is a bit more useful, so a couple of mirrors, an uprising, paving stone warding, an order shard, and a few of those gets you the focus of deflection. Distortion there. So that basically as long as you're using it, it destroys, or I think it tries to make arrows and other projectiles pass through you. And the thermostatic harness is basically how Thalmcraft tries to do flight. Fairly straightforward, very cheap, you can see it all there. A couple of great wood planks and you're done, more or less. And then for the leggings, we have the Ifrit's Flame, which is an upgrade to the one focus of fire in the excavation, which allows you to smelt blocks in the world. The Hyper Energetic Night Ore is a super torch, more or less. Don't really use that too often because it causes quite a bit of mess on the lighting schemes of things, but there you go, get that. Potion of Fire Resistance 3 minutes there, just remember that. There's the Arcane Boar, which again is Thalmcraft's solution to auto mining. The Lamp of Growth, which is basically Terra V powered bone meal, not unlike our little plants down there, but we're not really in the business of that. So yes, that's all of that. I am almost completely out of Ichor at this stage. I had to make some more, but I don't think we'll have much more need of it. We'll see. So, hopefully with all of these, I'll actually finally be able to get my answers. But let's start things off. And this also kind of like neatly shows that more or less you only need a grand total of 12 items per top tier infusion, so consequently you can happily have the layout that we have over here with the 12 different stands, and you'll never have to worry ever again about having space for things. The trouble then is just like fitting everything in, but small worry there. Can I... Here we go. Okay, apparently I have some golden leggings. Some enchanted golden leggings. I don't know when that happened, but okay. Was the zombie wearing that, maybe? I don't know. I'm missing 2. What are the 2 I'm missing? Oh, I know the 2 I'm missing. I'm missing the Ichor. Okay. And the essential for this is 50 Aqua, 32 Aurum, 16 Cognitio, 16 Corpus, 32 Famas. I have like a full... I have a completely full quantum jar of Corpus, that's no problem. 32 Tutamen and 64 Lux. For each of these, you will need 50 of a given primal, 32 Tutamen, and 64 Lux, so streamlined it a little bit for that. Okay, let's get this thing running, and I will go into our overview mode. And it would probably help if I hadn't missed something. What's going on here? What are you registering as wrong? You should have everything here. Was I just out of range? Nope, what is wrong? What are you missing? Okay, let's take a look, because this is going to be a bad thing. So, Diamond, Ichor, Phanonomicon. And that's, of course, going into my miner's backpack, because it's a pain. So, Diamond, we put this little one back so we can see this a bit better. So, Diamond, Ichor, Phanonomicon. And 1 focus primal golden helmet, potion of night vision. 1 focus primal golden helmet, potion of night vision here. And where's the primal? It's over here, okay. 1 focus primal, and then goggles of revealing, gas tier, raw fish, cake. Goggles of revealing, raw fish, and cake. And the eye, I think, is the last one that goes in, so it should be... Oh, hang on. Gas tier. I missed the gas tier here. Gas tier... There you are. Okay. The eye goes there. And the cake goes there. And I definitely have all of the aspects. Even then it should start... Is it because it's enchanted? Oh, I wonder if it's because I enchanted this to try and make it less sucky. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. I have some spellbinding cloth over here. Okay, well, if this works, then that's even more sucky than I can imagine. Because that means that this is that you make the ichor cloth purely to make the next step, and that is not good. That is not a good way to do mods. Anyways. Nope. It still doesn't want to do it. Interesting. This is definitely everything. Okay. I haven't misread something around here, have I? Ichor. Phanonomicon, 1 focus primal, golden helmet, potion of night vision, 3 minutes. Nope, everything should be perfectly fine. Let's... Oh, grab that. Let's check over here, see if there's something we're missing. So, let me see. For what should we need? 32 Aurum. Yep, 48 Aurum over there. 16 Cognitio. Yep, we got 21. 16 Famas. Well, 32 Famas. Yeah, we've got a stack. 16 Corpus. Yeah, we've got a stack of that. 64 Lux. 32 Tutamen. Yes, we definitely got that. And the 50 Aqua? 50 Aqua. There you are. 202. Yeah, so this should be perfectly fine. How very strange and odd. Right, well give me a moment and I'll see if I can figure this out. Right, that took rather a lot more to fix than I thought it would. So, as it turns out, there is presently a data bug with the version of Farming Tinkerer that we are currently using, and that means that I had to go away and write some code to make sure this stuff works. So now if you're running off of mainline, or especially the Sunless pack, you should be able to do this. You just have to replace the potions that come in them with water bottles. But everything else should work just fine. I have actually managed to go away and fix this for people, so yay. Look at that fun. So, with no further else to do, here we go. Okay. I just remembered not to put that in. Okay, right. Let's watch. And the last piece. Huzzah! Hurrah, hurrah. Our first piece of god armor is finished. Cowl of the Abyssal Depths. Ooh, very nice. Feels very plush. Very, very comfy. Let's take a look at how this thing looks then. Okay, so it looks like I'm wearing a mask. It's an interesting look, but you know, I've worn Stranger in this series, so yay. Right. Next up then would be the robes. So let me get that set up. You guys can all enjoy. Fortunately, my new little mask here actually affords me the capacity to continue to read all of the V around here. So yay for the Goggle of Revealing component. And just quickly before I forget, these two one foci are new. You haven't seen them in my series at least. So one focus of Distortion is made with an Auto Shard, a Paving Stone of Warding, and 2 Mirrored Glass around a one focus of Uprising. And basically this makes projectiles pass through you. And Uprising is exactly what it says there. Focus of Flight just lifts you up a bit. Yeah. And then of course I also have the Thermostatic Harness, which if you power it with Potentia, with a jar of Potentia, in fact, you can have basically a magic jetpack. Fun. Okay, so this should be round 2, and the requirements for this one are as follows, and this has not been changed since I had to write that code. So 50 Air, 16 Alienis, 64 Lux, 32 Auto, 16 Census, 32 Dutamen, and 32 Volatus. You can get quite cheaply from Feathers, so who cares much. And all of that is safely housed in here. Lovely. So, round 2. Here we go. And with an arrow makes 1 set of new robes. So these are the robes of the Stratosphere. So let's just see what these two pieces actually do, because I haven't checked. First and foremost, the cowl doubles as goggles of revealing. Second, the wearer is granted unlimited underwater breath, as well as crystal clear underwater vision. So if we quickly hop into this pool over here, we might actually get a look at that. So underwater. Yep, underwater I get night vision, basically, is what it means. Nice. Not going to complain about that. And let's see, what else? Lastly, if one wearing this cowl finds themselves without a full belly, the effects of health restoration will still apply as if that was the case. Pressing U will toggle this armor's effects. So even if I'm hungry, I still get health. I still get my natural health regen. Lovely. And let's put on the robes. Oh, that looks so much better. Oh, that looks so good. That's so much... That feels quite nice, actually. So that is a lovely little piece of kimono technology, and the effects of this are... by simply wearing these robes, the wearer is blessed with the power of eternal flight, wings that don't burn after 5 minutes included, as well as having all fall damage negated. So if I take off my flugel tiara, which I got from that heathen fellow Dave, I can still fly. I can fly all I like, and it's not going to drain my mana. Woohoo! So I guess I have to find a better use for the pagoda now. Wow. The robes also passively protect the wearer from any incoming simple projectiles akin to the focus of distortion. So people cannot shoot me. Their arrows and their crossbow bolts and everything will pass straight through me. Ha ha ha. Okay, on to the next piece. So just as a note, this is one of the other ones that uses a potion ordinarily, but due to current data bugs, if you're using mainline or sunless, use a water bottle instead. Right, let's get this thing going. So the requirements for this are 16 Alienis, 50 Ignis, 16 Lucrum, 64 Lux, 32 Potentia, 32 Sano, and 32 Tutamen. Let's take a quick look at that over here. So, yes, it looks like we have enough for everything here. Yep. Perfect. Right. So, on with the show. Right, sorry that last one was a little bit abbreviated, everybody. Looks like my hard drives are running severely low on space with all of the stuff I've got packed in for you. But here are our leggings of the burning mantle. So these are our penultimate piece, and it occurred to me whilst I was watching this that I should check in here, because I don't recall how much order I have, and right now it might be kind of low. Oh yeah, it's really low. It's gone. I started off with 260, so... yeah, I need to chuck a few things in there. Wow, that's not good. But let's take a quick look at our new leggings. So, there we go, completing our little kimono look. Very nice, looking good, enjoying it. I look magnificent, I think, so far. And the effects of these particular leggings are infused with the soul of fire. For one, they cast a light around the holder brighter even than that of hyper-energetic nitro. That's the carry-in inventory lamp that Farmic Tinkerer adds. This light also expands to where the wearer is looking, akin to a flashlight, and prevails given the creator's existence in a much more extended range. Furthermore, these leggings not only provide fire resistance, but they convert any incoming fire damage into healing. Pressing U will toggle these armor's effects. In case you find yourself wanting to be in the darkness for whatever reason, shift right-clicking with these leggings will toggle on or off the light feature. So, hurrah, hurrah. So, this is basically, like, flame retardance. Extreme flame retardance is, like, the main thing. Plus, we also have a torch, which I can't really show you because it's still, like, the middle of the day. But anyways, I am going to go fill that little smeltery there with some crystals so we can get a bit more auto in there, because oh dear, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I think we're back up to like 260 odd inside of that jar now, so we should be able to run this. And the requirements for this particular one are 16 Herba, 16 Itar, 64 Lux, and 32 Tutamen. There's your common elements, plus 50 Terra, 32 Motus, and 32 Perfodio. So let's just take another quick look. And yes, I can see all of that, I think. So, in fact, we're going to get kind of close on the Tutamen and the Perfodio, but I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. So, with that, let's set this thing off. There we go. Already, it's being a bit unstable. As Mizuki stops, look, we have our new boots. And I'm just slightly curious about where Orokuni's gone, so 1 second before we actually, like, tinker with that. Orokuni. Huh? Orokuni-san? Oh, apparently everybody over here is hungry because Mizuki hasn't fed them. If only they could eat cake. That'd be nice. Anyways, our last piece, our final component of this very long-winded puzzle. The boots of the horizontal shield. So, the effects of these boots allow for extremely smooth movement akin to the boots of the traveler. The wearer's speed, jump height, and jump reach all become magnified by wearing the boots, making movement a breeze. One can also walk on one-high blocks as if they are slabs. This can be suppressed by sneaking. Wearing the boots also induces a constant haste 2 effect, turns any dirt below them into grass, and negates all fall damage, as though the chest plate did do that already. Pressing U will toggle this armor's effects. So our last piece, let me just take that off. We have a nice pair of sandals. And we are moving pretty speedy, aren't we? Wow, very nice. So, with that, I really don't feel any smarter. I don't feel like any new information is in my head, which suggests to me that Kegare has some ideas for us. Kegare!
Oh, you're looking fancy.
Yes, I know, I look absolutely glorious. Still, I'm betting you've got one more bit of piecemeal information to give me, so please, out with it. What am I missing now?
Of course there's another step. Did you think fancy clothes would make a god?
Well, I kind of figured that they would, considering that you've been sending me on this massive goose chase to get them.
The clothes make you powerful enough to reach a very particular shrine.
Okay, so... whose shrine exactly?
Inari Okami.
Inari. Rice god, Inari. Inari, god of foxes and kitsune. Or more specifically, kitsune and
Inari
foxes are the best
possesses a
of
gem
still.
that can grant wishes. It can even make new gods.
Okay. Inari's main shrine hasn't been seen for millennia. Exactly where do I...
You fought me idle all this time.
Well, honestly, kind of, yes. I mean, you don't really have much else where...
I have been consulting ancient lore. Check the work table.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm honestly a little bit surprised that you managed to get this. I don't even want to imagine how, but, I don't recognize this. This looks like arcane magic. How do I use this exactly? This isn't my forte in the slightest.
All it should take you is a small chalk circle.
Chalk. You want me to go and make chalk? I have actually just made God tier up. Okay, I'll bite, I'll go. Right, so I need... What kind of chalk?
Chalk of gold and chalk of otherware.
Right. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And I need... oh boy. And what was the other one you said?
Otherware. Magic of transportation. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay, well that one's at least slightly more viable, I guess. Oh, birch, right. Okay, right. Back when I've managed to get this massive mess going, folks.